This video is brought to you by catbeast.com. Design your own custom snapbacks and hats.
What up guys, your boy Quake, and thanks to Catbeast for sponsoring this video. This is a website that I use to order my customized hats that I wear always in my pictures and videos on Instagram. It's a great website to get quality hats and the way you want them. Check them out in the description below. What up guys, your boy Quake, and 6IX9INE has opted for an option that most weren't expecting. But before we get into that, be sure to follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at QuakeGW. A link is in the description below for both. The questions looming around 6IX9INE now are, what is he going to do once this whole trial is over and in January 2020 he gets sentenced? Most people are expecting 6IX9INE to do time served, which means that he already did his time in prison and he's going to get free in January. The questions that are looming around, when he gets free, is he going to continue his music career and just continue as if nothing happened? It was first rumored that 6IX9INE would enter witness protection and that the government would pay to have his tattoos removed. But the New York Times reported that the government will not be paying to have 6IX9INE's tattoos removed and that he would have to pay it out of his own pocket. The quote from Jay Kramer, an FBI former official, said that it is unlikely the United States Marshals Service, which runs the witness protection program, would pay for the removal of Mr. Hernandez's signature face tattoos. He then says, though, he should enter witness protection because it would probably help him out a lot. He said prosecutors have indicated that he could enter witness protection program, despite, he says, how connected we are and the appetite for social media content in this country. There are places where if this kid gets a haircut and wears normal clothes, no one would know or care who he is. And that's very true. We tend to get caught up as hip-hop fans that 6IX9INE is this huge megastar, but in reality, he's very interesting in hip-hop, but that's about it. There are a lot of rappers that if they go overseas, nobody knows who the hell they are. Although 6IX9INE is huge in America, maybe even in Mexico, maybe even in Canada on this part of the region, if he were to go somewhere randomly in like Moscow, Russia, I doubt many people would recognize him or even know who he is. Plus, there's a side of the culture where they don't even pay attention to hip-hop. There are people out there who don't know 99.9% of rappers. The only ones they could probably mention are the ones that have crossed over worldwide, which would be like Eminem, maybe 50 Cent, people who like around the world have toured and have sold out shows. Artists like Beyonce too. Like those are the very few select people and celebrities that are known across the globe that if they traveled, they would be recognized regardless. But of course, 6IX9INE is not on that level. So if he does enter witness protection program and decides to change his whole look and just travel somewhere where, you know, social media isn't a big presence and that hip hop isn't really much known or respected that well, nobody will even care about who he is. However, there are reports that 6IX9INE is not going to go into witness protection at all and that he's just going to get out and continue his music career like he once did and just have 24/7 security around him. The TMZ article says 6IX9INE plans to do something very unsnitch-like after all the snitching he just did, and that's to reject the witness protection program as soon as he's a free man. The federal trial that saw the rapper sing like a canary for 3 days wraps up Thursday as prosecutors and defense attorneys give closing arguments. Tekashi pointed fingers and named names of his old gang members and other celebrities too, but sources close to him tell us he will forego any participation in witness protection and will instead opt for a life of fame. That might sound like a death wish considering how many people he rolled over during his testimony, but we're told Tekashi's still itching to make new music and believes he can pick up where he left off. Tekashi realizes that the 9 Trey Bloods could be gunning for him and possibly others who are pissed he turned rat for the feds, but we're told his safety plan is simply round-the-clock security. It's essentially the hide in plain sight approach. As for how he'll foot the bill for the 24/7 bodyguards, we're told Tekashi still has some cash left from before his arrest, plus he's planning on his music career taking off again once he's out. It won't be cheap. As we reported, Tekashi also has family members who fear for their lives, so expenses could add up fast if he's protecting them too. We reached out to his attorney, Dawn Florio, but she had no comment. Tekashi testified he believes he'll be out as early as next year, which would mean the feds cut him a hell of a deal. He was facing a minimum sentence of 47 years before agreeing to fully cooperate with prosecutors. So 6IX9INE has been hit with two options: enter witness protection or just get out and hire security yourself and continue your career. While a lot of people are focusing on 6ix9ine and if he's going to get killed if he gets out, I'm focusing more on the music. The music is the very important factor in all of this, and here's why. If he gets out and releases new music and it doesn't hit, let's just say people aren't fucking with it, it's not that good, people are saying, hey, he's a snitch, I'm never going to listen to him again. He releases music, it doesn't do good, that means his funds are going to go lower and lower because hiring 24/7 security is expensive. And if his funds get shorter and shorter because the music isn't hitting, then he's going to have a situation where his life is really in danger because he's not going to have security any longer. Now, let's just say he gets out and immediately when he starts to drop songs, they all hit. They go on the Billboard like before, you know, Billboard 8 for 8, 10 for 10, so on and so forth, and nobody really cares. Well, then he's going to be perfectly fine. The reason why is because he's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger as an artist, thus bringing in more money, thus hiring better security, and then artists are going to start fucking with him more, and majority of the world is just going to forgive and forget. And history has shown if the music is very good and hot still, people are going to forget all the bullshit that you did. I mean, R. Kelly was caught on tape peeing on an underage girl. And what did R. Kelly do in response to that? He released the remix to Ignition, and that song was so hot, everybody just said, nope, that's not R. Kelly in the tape. He didn't do that. I'm still going to listen to his music. So if the music is hot, people will not care. Chris Brown beat the shit out of Rihanna. You know, at that time, people were going crazy after him, saying he's a woman abuser, this and that, but he kept making hits. People moved on eventually. Now, there's going to be a part of the world where people just won't move on. They'll say 6ix9ine is a snitch, he's a rapist, he's this and that, so on and so forth, and they'll never listen to his music. But as long as he gets a majority of the people to listen to his music, he'll be perfectly fine. And that's what the article is basically saying. 6ix9ine is betting that when he gets out, his music is still going to be hot and that he's still going to be releasing hits. So he's very confident in himself and his music ability. So that's why, to me, the main factor in all of this is the music. So with that being said, let me know what you guys think. If you guys were in this situation, would you guys go to witness protection, try to change your whole life and identity, and just move on and accept what happened? Or would you continue your career, try to make more hit music, you know, and hire security like 6ix9ine's possibly doing? So I'm really interested to see in the comments what you guys choose. With that being said, thank you for watching. If you want to support this channel further, you can do so at patreon.com/diverse mentality. For just $1 a month or more, you can help support this channel further. A link is in the description below. Like, comment, share, and definitely subscribe. I do videos like this daily on hip-hop news and much more, so definitely subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at QuakeGW. Like us on Facebook, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.